Hello and welcome back. Today we are talking about geese and duck farming. And with us is Zipporah, who has been giving us insights into how she is doing geese and duck farming at the same time. So, Zipporah, let's continue. So before we went for break, we were speaking about how you take care of the ducks and also the geese as well. So let's look at the market. Now, grow your geese, imefika size enough yenye ya kupeleka kwa market. So, wewe una measure aje ile yenye itaenda kwa soko na yenye itabaki hapa na wewe?
About geese, wakianguliwa from the kifaranga day one, kuna wenye wanakuanga already wamebook. Being an ornamental bird, they are priced higher than other poultry. So like a 1 day old goes for 600.
Wow. 1 day old?
Yes. Goes for 600. 1 to 2 weeks goes for 1,000. 2, 3, 4 weeks there goes for 1,500. So the return on investment inakuanga ikiwa poa.
Okay. Very interesting and very, of course, higher prices the way you've said. So when it reaches a point where now they are mature enough, umezipima vizuri, how do you, what influences the pricing? Is it the weight? Is it the weight? What influences the pricing?
To me, what influences the pricing, like it's the age, the maturity. Like the mature ones, I sell at 75, they go in pairs, so I sell at 7,500 in pairs when they are fully mature. So they range in pricing, now from adult from 600 each to 7,500 a pair, where that pair, a female goes for 3,500 and a male goes for 4,000.
Ah, wow. A male goes for 4,000. So why does a male go for 4,000?
I make sure when I'm giving you a female, the male is a bit older than 8.
Okay.
And as I said earlier, they go in pairs. When a male goose identifies a female, they mate for life.
So what happens if one dies before?
Geese, they mourn. They mourn lost partners and they celebrate reunions.
Okay. All right. She actually knows what the ducks and geese are doing and how you're taking care of them. Thank you for that. Now, let's move on and look at the value of this, the ducks and the geese. When you look at the geese, the meat from the geese and meat from the ducks, which one usually brings in, more profits? And what do your customers usually want when it comes to the geese and ducks?
For the ducks, most of my consumers, they want it for meat. Yes, there are few customers who buy them to go rare, but most of them are for meat. But for the geese, most of them buy for rearing, so for the beauty purposes, for eggs, for meat, for security.
For security, the geese?
Yes.
Why? Why for security?
Most people think that geese are just noisy birds. No, they are not. They are not just noisy birds. They are, security-wise, they are louder than the dogs. They detect a stranger haraka kuliko the dogs. So in your farm, if you have both, you will notice before the dog barks, goose washakwambia sio kuzuri.
Ah, okay, very interesting. Did you know that? I mean, like if you have the geese in your farm, you are at an advantage than someone who doesn't have the geese because, of course, they will alert you when something happens. Very nice. So, now we've looked at the meat and what it brings. So many of the customers really want the ducks for the meat, right? Okay, so let's move on and look at the geese. Do you usually use the feathers for anything else, or you just throw the feathers away? Do you use them for anything else, like pillows? You know, like pillows for the chairs, for the bed.
I've not thought of such a thing about feathers, but maybe sometimes to come.
That is something to think about.
Something to think about.
Okay, right. So let's move on. Between you and the customers, are there usually the middlemen who usually help you sell, or you usually just get to your clients directly?
I sell online through TikTok on my page. So my clients are from there, yes, locally, yes, but most of the customers are online. I get calls from people telling me, I've referred so many people in your farm, I don't know you, but you seem so genuine. So I have just referred many people. I just thank God for such referrals, and I pray for them wenye siwajui, and they are referring the customers to me.
All right. So how much does it cost to bring one goose from the moment it's a young one up to the time it matures? If you look at the kind of taking care that you need, the feeds, the cleaning, and everything else, from your perspective?
From my perspective, geese are the best things to rear when you hawatawahi kupe pressure that you don't have money in your pockets to go buy commercial feeds. They can feed entirely on greens, foods zenye umebakisha. If your farm kuna napier grass, kuna migomba ya ndizi, kuna these leaves za ndizi, they can entirely feed on greens. So it's so easy to rear geese kuliko the other poultry to me. So about the cost of production, I can't complain. Just for the first 1.5 months that I give my chicks, the gooselings, chick crumbs, which are a bit expensive. But from there, ho unapata ishakuwa mature. But I don't sell at maybe at a certain age. You ask, I have a 1 day, yes. If you need it, you go with it. Okay. It's not that I'll tell you, let it reach 2 months, 7 months, no. You take whatever you want. Bora wewe unajua kulea.
Okay. All right. So, when you look at geese farmers, now that you are a geese farmer and a duck farmer as well, what are some of the most important things that you need to look at, especially when your geese are very young, up to the time they are matured? What are some of those specific things zenye mtu anafaa kuangalia so that by the time the goose, that goose is mature enough, it is healthy? What are they? Unaweza tuambia tu.
From day one, they need warmth. They need cleanliness. I clean their drinkers each and every morning before niwapatie maji. Their trays, their feeding trays, make sure they are clean. From there, washibishe vizuri. By the way, when you feed your gooselings with chick crumbs, chick starter crumbs, for the first 2 months, the second month, you can think your goose karibu akue mature. Yes, because the protein content inakuanga juu. Yes.
Na hizo chick crumbs, vile umezi-mention sasa, now I think we need now to look at this chick crumbs. How many times do you have to feed your geese that? And also, what content do they have so that zinafanya this geese zina grow, zinakuwa very, ni kama ziko mature as well?
You should make sure gooselings wako hawakosi food. Like they are not eating 24/7. Now that feeding period ya from saa 2 to 5 ama to 6, make sure hawakosi food. They feed usiku wakijitandaza, hasa ni kudigest whatever they had the daytime. So bora tu usiwanyime food. Yes.
Okay.
Alafu vile hasa wanaenda wakikua, I substitute even with, I forgot about hydroponics. I do hydroponics, where in that hydroponics, I do it with maize. You can do it with maize, millet, barley, wheat, the grains. For me, I use the maize, huwa ninapanda. And the maize, ukifanya ikiwa hydroponics, it got carbohydrates, proteins, and vitamins all in one. Yes.
All right. So advantage hii hydroponics, because unajua not very many people usually do that for their, for their poultry. Why did you decide hydroponics, and what motivated you to do hydroponics for their poultry?
Due to feeds kukua, saa zingine they fluctuate in prices, saa zingine zinakuwa they so up high.
Yeah.
So kuna mitandao, kuna nini, so mimi ni mtu nasoma sana, so I came across about hydroponics, nikaianza. I started with the maize. The advantage of it, so inani reduce the cost of feed. In fact, like the space that I do the hydroponic thing is a 60 by 100 centimeters squared rectangle, which carries 2.4 kgs of maize. In return, in 5 to 7 days, I get 8 kgs of the hydroponics. From the 2.4, I harvest 8 kgs.
Okay.
Just seeds and water.
Wow. And now this one is helping you because the money that you'd have used on the feed, you're now using it on something else. So when you look at how hydroponics has come in to you as a farmer, what would you advise a poultry farmer? Would you advise them to go the hydroponics way? Because you see, hydroponics also needs a lot of, the way you said earlier, you need to be there. You need to make sure you see if the seeds are really, really germinating or they are dead, So what would you advise a farmer to do?
What I can tell farmers, if you have a space, a small space, what hydroponics don't want is just sunlight. So it should be in an enclosed area. There are hydroponic trays, but don't complain you don't have the money for the trays, for the what. You may use gunia, because what we don't want ni hiyo maji kustagnate kwa hizo seeds.
Yes.
Zirot. Ukisprinkle maji tu yenye inafaa tu kukani yenye tu the seeds yenye tu imekunywa. There is a process of washing, soaking, incubating na sasa kutandaza, and every day you water it like 3 to 4 times each and every day.
Okay. So
you should not neglect ati ushazieka hapo ati sasa unangoja zijamie. Hata kwa shamba tunangojanga our God the rains to come.
Yeah.
So hapa hatungoji Mungu anyesheshe mvua, because it's not outside. It's you to water 3-4 times a day, and utapata mazao poa, because like my chicken love hydroponics so much. Yes. Okay. And huwa zinafanya hadi gain weight haraka.
Okay. So still on hydroponics, because it's very interesting. Hydroponics, and then you're doing geese and ducks. Now, the temperatures in hydroponic system, because where you've placed your hydroponics type of system, there needs to be a regulated temperature. How do you make sure that the temperature is not so much, and maybe what are the ideal temperatures that you would say those seeds usually grow well in?
They are not really the ideal temperatures. Bora there is no direct sunlight because the chicken, the geese, the ducks, any other type of poultry, they don't want it zikiwa so strong, so stiff. So that's why we are putting it on a shade. Yes, that's why we are putting it on a shade. The temperatures does not matter so much, just that we don't want the direct sunlight. But when you are feeding, the hydroponics, you feed even to the cows, to the pigs.
Yes.
So for the cows and pigs, unaweza fanya ikuakue kidogo. For the poultry, I do it 5, 6, 7 days, but for the pigs, for the cattle, hizo unaweza fanya ziendaende zikuakue kiasi.
All right. Thank you so much for that. And now, let us look at challenges when it comes to rearing geese and ducks. You as a farmer, ume encounter challenges gani ukirea this ninis? Ulisema they are hardy birds, but now niko sure kuna challenges. Lazima kuna challenges. Zipporah, there has to be challenges. So, tuambie hizo challenges, because maybe a farmer ametry huko nyumbani, amejaribu, lakini haijaingiana vizuri. So you can tell us what are some of the challenges that you've been able to encounter, na make sure umezi overcome aje hizo challenges, because I mean your birds are very healthy na zinakaa poa. So hebu tuambie.
My first challenge was about structures. When it comes to structures, it determines your location. Like huku kwetu, materials za structure, they are so expensive. So building a structures huwa inakuwa really inasumbua. Then another challenge was feeds. That's when I came up with planting the Mombasa Road grass. Knowing how to ferment my feeds. Because like when you ferment, obviously ukieka kilo 3 ya feeds, hautaitoa hapo ikiwa kilo 3. Itafura. Alafu hawataikula hiyo food sana at once. So about challenges, feeds ilikuwa a challenge. So I came up with solution: the Mombasa Road grass, the fermentation, the hydroponics, the sasa migomba ya ndizi. Nilikuwa nakata mgomba inaozea kwa shamba. So like jioni ukikuja hapa hakutakuwa na hizi migomba, watakuwa wamemaliza. And the fiber is good to ease their digestion. Yes, those are some of the challenges that I may have faced. For people may ask about diseases, and as I have said, mimi nakuanga hands on, nakuanga hapa 24/7. So it's rare. For my ducks and geese farming, sija experience any type of disease. Okay. Maybe it's because huwa nawaangalia sana, and I make sure I deworm them. What I know itaangusha goose na ducks ni minyo sana roundworms, tapeworms. Okay.
Okay. And also for the water that you use in your farm, what would you advise a farmer to use? Is it rainwater collected from the rain? Is it tap water? Yeah, you can also give us a little bit about that, because worms as well, they usually thrive in maybe sometimes water that is a little bit not very, very clean, and also food that is not clean.
For me, I use company water most of the time, but at times I have a pipe yenye nime connect from Chania River. So sometimes I tap the water from the river, sometimes from the rain, but sana natumia hii ya domestic tu yenye tu chlorinated.
Okay. And it's serving them well, right?
It's serving them well, because wanapenda kuoga sana. They are clean birds. And kitu yenye challenging inaweza kuwa mwenye hana maji mingi, but ya karai pia ni enough. Okay. Because they love it when they breed in water. Okay. They love mating in water ama karibu na maji.
Nice. So let us look at farmers, geese and duck farmers, and what you think are some of the mistakes maybe zenye umeona some farmers huwa wanafanya, because unapata a farmer amepata the gislets vizuri ziko hapo, but now at the end of the day maybe hizi gislets zinakuja zinakufa or hazigrow vile inafaa. So what are some of the challenges, not even challenges, what are some of the things that you think farmers wa hizi type of birds wanafaa kulearn enye maybe umeona in your experience enye umeona wafanyi poa?
What one should do is maintain a certain feed. It's not that at leo it's this company, kesho it's this company. When you change, change your feed, it will affect the milestone ya how chicks wako, the ducklings, the goslings. Don't change the feed. If it's changing from this stage to the other stage, but see at the chick crumbs, leo umechukua this company, the following time umechukua from this company and the same goslings ama the same ducklings, you can change ukipata another flock, but not yenye ushaanza na this type of this company. That's one issue yenye farmers wanakuanga nayo. Change feeds. Hata ukitoa huku kwangu, yes it will change. Juu maybe kampuni yenye mimi natumia haiko huku kwenye. But that one thing haitafanya leo ununue kilo moja huku, kesho kilo moja. Acha kuenda hivyo. Tuende kwa barabara ikiwa smooth.
Okay. So finally, wewe kama geese and duck farmer, unaweza encourage young farmers wenye wanajaribu kuingililia hii, unaweza kuwaambia nini? Because you are a young farmer, unaweza waambia is this something that they can get into and also get profits from?
As an ornamental birds farmer, like geese na ducks, I can advise, let me talk about young mothers. I'm a mother. I love nature. I love nurturing. That's our nature as mothers. Nature, nurture what nature gives us, what nature blesses us with. So in that small space yenye uko nayo, you can do it. And it's not difficult to do it. Unaweza anza with that small capital yenye uko nayo. Like for me, I started with a pair of geese. I started with a pair of ducks. Anything in my farm, any poultry bird in my farm, I started with a pair. So it's not about ati lazima uchukue a big flock, uende uanzane nayo. No. What you have in your pocket, lazima kuna kitu unaweza toa kwa farm kama hii yetu.
Okay.
You get pairs, ziende zikue, and I can assure you, the return on investment thing, it will be so good. Because, for example, like for the geese, I have some goslings here. They were hatched when they were 12 in number. That 12 in number, I sold the day ones, 7 of them at 600. So 600 times 7, that's 4,200. Usharudisha, if you had bought a pair at 7,500, usharudisha kidogo.
Yes.
Umebakisha kidogo urudishe the full amount yenye ulikuwa ushatumia. These are business yenye you can venture into it without any stress. People are embracing the ornamental birds. They want that beauty. They want to see that beauty. They want to wanataka kitu yenye wanajikuzia yao organically. So let's try this.
Okay.
Simbaya.
All right. Thank you so much, Zipporah, for giving us your insights and also kutuambia what we need to do, right? All right. You've heard it from Zipporah herself. I mean, what more would you want? Duck and geese farming. this is a very, very interesting venture, as Zipporah has told us. And with that, we've come to the end of this edition of Farm Kenya. My name is Kelvin Nyakundi. Keep it KTN. Let's meet next time right here.
Tufanye kazi pamoja na tukue pamoja kuimarisha Kenya.